Well, you should ask that of the Iranians. Don't ask me. We didn't fire. They fired on us. My point is, if you fire at a U.S. Navy ship, what are we supposed to do? Say, oh, there's a ceasefire. We're not going to shoot down your drone. That's a stupid question. That's a stupid position to take. Of course we fired back at them. They were shooting at us. That's what I would expect to do. Only stupid countries don't shoot back when you're shot at. And I don't understand why anybody would not be supportive of that. And he doesn't understand, and rightfully so, somebody would be supportive of that. But here's a more fundamental problem. Iran now claims that they have a right to control an international waterway. They claim that they have a right to control it. What is the world going to do about that? Is the world going to accept that Iran now controls an international waterway? Because if the world is prepared to accept that, then be ready, because there's like 10 other countries that are going to start doing the same thing in their international waterways, or in international waterways near their countries. That's an unacceptable thing that they're trying to normalize. So if the answer is no, we don't think Iran should be able to control the Straits of Hormuz, then the next question is going to be for everyone, well, what are you going to do about it?
Well, I guess, but the point is, if there's not much seizing in the firing, because
well, you should ask that of the Iranians. Don't ask me. We didn't fire. They fired on us. My point is, if you fire at a U.S. Navy ship, what are we supposed to do? Say, oh, there's a ceasefire. We're not going to shoot down your drone. That's a stupid question. That's a stupid position to take. Of course we fired back at them. They were shooting at us. That's what I would expect to do. Only stupid countries don't shoot back when you're shot at. And we're not a stupid country.
Do you expect that or have you conveyed any red lines to Iran where, if the ceasefire or whatever you call it, if they...
Well, the red line is clear. If they threaten Americans, they're going to get blown up. I mean, that's how much clearer can you be than that? If you are a missile launching guy, whatever they call that job, and you're sitting there and you fire a missile at the United States and we saw you fire it, we're going to hit you. Of course we are. Who doesn't do that? Unless you want to get your ship sunk. I mean, we're not going to let our ships get sunk by the Iranians with their little, their drones that they're firing. They don't have a navy anymore, but they bring out these little Boston whaler fishing boats and they try to swarm you. We're going to blow those boats up if they're coming towards our boats. I don't know if that's a red line, but I hope they know it is by now. So if I were one of these Iranians on a fast boat and they tell you, hey, your mission is to go after a U.S. destroyer, you're probably not going to survive. I think that's a red line. Let me clarify something for you. Our sanctions are against a company named Gaesa.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a holding company set up by generals in Cuba that has generated billions of dollars of revenue, none of which benefits the Cuban people. Not 1 cent of it benefits the Cuban people. You understand this, right? I don't know if you know this. There's the Cuban government, and they have a budget, and then there's this private company that has more money than the government does. None of the money in that company goes to build a single road, a single bridge, provide a single grain of rice to a single Cuban, other than the people that are part of Gaesa. So that's what we're sanctioning, is a company that basically is taking anything that makes money in Cuba and illegally putting it into the pockets of a few regime insiders. So that's not sanctions on the Cuban people, because the Cuban people don't benefit from Gaesa. It's a sanction against this company that is stealing from the Cuban people to the benefit of a few. And we didn't discuss those sanctions yesterday, but we imposed them yesterday, and we're going to be doing more, by the way. Well, we should know something today. I mean, we're expecting a response from them. We'll see what the response entails. The hope is it's something that it can put us into a serious process of negotiation. Obviously, we've seen the reporting overnight that Iran has established or trying to establish some agency that's going to control traffic in the Straits. That would be very problematic. That would actually be unacceptable. The normalizing of their controlling of international waterway is both illegal and it's just something that's unacceptable. And the world has to start asking itself, what is it willing to do if Iran tries to normalize a control of an international waterway? I think that's unacceptable. So, but we're expecting a response from them today at some point. We have not received that yet, as in the last hour, but perhaps that will come. Their system is still highly fractured and a bit dysfunctional as well. So that may be serving as an impediment. I hope it's a serious offer. I really do.
Breaking news. Tim medis dari Islamic Health Authority menjadi target serangan udara Zionis Israel di Lebanon Selatan. Israel melancarkan serangan udara dan menargetkan tim medis di Lebanon Selatan. Seorang tim medis menjadi korban serangan hingga berteriak histeris akibat serangan. Selain itu, korban mengalami luka di bagian tubuh dan mendapatkan perawatan langsung di lokasi kejadian akibat serangan Zionis Israel. Sementara kendaraan ambulans yang digunakan tim medis juga mengalami rusak berat.
Bu Hasan! Bu Hasan akan
Pejuang Hizbullah kembali melancarkan serangan ke pasukan Zionis Israel menggunakan drone. Drone pejuang Hizbullah ini menargetkan pasukan Zionis Israel yang menduduki Lebanon Selatan. Meski gencatan senjata masih berlangsung, pejuang Hizbullah dan Zionis Israel terus melakukan gempuran. Drone yang digunakan pejuang Hizbullah ini memiliki daya ledak yang cukup tinggi. Agresi militer Zionis Israel kembali menghantam beberapa wilayah di Lebanon Selatan melalui serangan udara.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Dalam serangan ini, Israel melakukan serangan lebih dari 30 kota dan desa di Lebanon. Selain itu, Zionis Israel juga melancarkan serangan menggunakan bom fosfor ke permukiman warga. Pada serangan Israel ini, sejumlah warga dilaporkan terluka.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Is'afik! Is'afik!
Terlihat asap pekat membumbung tinggi usai pesawat Israel melancarkan serangan udara ke wilayah Nabati, Lebanon Selatan. Serangan ini terus dilakukan Israel meski gencatan senjata masih berlangsung. Pada serangan ini belum ada laporan resmi korban akibat serangan udara Israel. Pejuang Hizbullah merilis video sebagai bahan olok-olok untuk tentara Zionis Israel yang kini tengah melakukan invasi darat ke Lebanon Selatan. Sebuah drone pejuang Hizbullah memburu pasukan Zionis Israel saat tengah melakukan pendudukan di Lebanon Selatan. Video ini sebagai bahan olok-olok pejuang Hizbullah kepada pasukan militer Zionis Israel yang saat ini tetap melancarkan serangan di tengah kesepakatan gencatan senjata. Serangan-serangan drone Hizbullah ini menunjukkan bahwa pejuang Hizbullah akan terus memburu militer Zionis Israel layaknya seekor elang yang memburu mangsa-mangsanya hingga lari ketakutan untuk mencari perlindungan.